What's going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Ty, the Lego guy here, and today we're doing one of my all-time favorite Lego Star Wars sets, probably my all-time favorite ship from the Clone Wars. The vendor is pretty good as well, but the model we're taking a look at is the Republic Gunship. That's set 75021. It has 1,175 pieces, 7 minifigs, retailed for 120 US, and it came out in 2013. Now this set on average is going for 349 new or 242 used. And guys, this is probably my all-time favorite Republic Gunship they've ever brought out. The 2002 and the 2008 were good. However, I feel that this one it's just such a good model. There's barely any areas, if any, that I think they could maybe improve on it. A lot of great things to say about it, but we're gonna get into why this model is so good. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And to start us off, we're gonna give you guys a 360 view, as we normally always do. So very, very nice looking gunship. Just so impressed by the way this guy looks. We're gonna break it down area by area after we get the 360 view done, but it's just such a great looking model. I just love the overall design of the Republic Gunship as well, out of the Star Wars universe. And I feel that this one perfectly captures it. But let's break down exactly why. And the first part we'll take a look at is the actual cockpit. So, front of the ship, very, very nice looking. Let's just actually show you guys how you kind of access the clone troopers. It's very simple. The windows literally just come right up. And I'll show you guys, they have an awesome looking control panel piece in there. That is just great, and that's exactly the way it looks like in the movie. So a great job on Lego's part. Do quite like that. It's just awesome. However, this is a sticker, just so you guys know. So although you know what, I'd rather have a sticker than no sticker, and I think it just adds some nice detail. The other thing too is it's really easy to take the clone off, just because there's a flat 1x2 piece and then a brick 1x2 piece. So it just the little things, it just makes, like, let me demonstrate that for you. You can very easily just take the clone right off and you don't have to worry about his legs coming apart. So I thought that was absolutely fantastic. Great job. The other thing I wanted to mention is these gunners all rotate, so you can rotate them and put them in different positions, which is absolutely awesome as well. Let's now actually show you guys this little rocket room. So let's actually flip her around. It's easier to access it that way. They've just kind of thought about everything in this. Like, it's just such a well-designed vehicle, and it really, again, gets me excited about the brand new Republic Gunship coming out. So they are flick-fire missiles. However, I do quite like this. I think that was a good use of, you know, the piece, or of the space, I should say, to give you extra flick-fire missiles. And then the other thing that's really interesting about this, guys, okay, so let's just actually show you guys. There's a little hallway here, just like you see in the movies. Nothing too crazy, but I do quite like it. However, what I wanted to show off to you guys is this little crate. And it kind of throws me off a little bit, just because I do not remember seeing this in Attack of the Clones, and I've probably seen that video like 20 times. But I do believe that this is supposed to be a holocron. Why they have a holocron in this Republic Gunship, I do not know. But they do. And it just goes actually in this little crate. And they actually have a little space for it right there. So I'll just show you guys where I kind of got it, as my hand is in the way. There it is. So I thought that was interesting. The other thing that you'll notice is they have these little, basically like the mailbox piece, and you can put like weapons or whatever in there. Although it doesn't fit much, you really can only fit basically the pistols in there. The other thing too, a lot of you people don't like the Republic Gunship like this one. They like to have the doors completely close it. However, if you do that, you sacrifice these awesome looking guns, and I do quite like them. In fact, let's just show you guys what it looks like with a clone in there. So I really like that. This is one of my favorite things about the Republic Gunship, is these gunners that they have on the side, and I just think that that looks phenomenal. So good. It just has such episode 2 vibes. Let me know what you guys think about that. I really prefer it as opposed to the big doors. As much as I do like the big doors. And actually what we'll do right now is let's just kind of show you guys how those doors kind of work. So they're all the way in open position. Now they're in sort of closed position. So they still do leave a gap, which you need to have the, the guns. If the guns weren't here, you could have the door go all the way back. What would be cool is if they actually gave you pieces to extend the door, and then you could just take this off in case you wanted it completely closed up, or if you wanted it, in the episode 2 style, you could just throw the gunner on and have the smaller door. But all in all, not the end of the world. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is just they have these cool little cockpits on the top here, and you can actually throw clones in there as well. That's one thing I will say. I wish this set came with more clones. You only get 2. You get we'll get into the figs later, but you get a captain and just a regular clone. But nice looking printed piece. Well, not a printed piece, sticker piece. But I still quite like it, and you can close her up. And there he is. So I just think that's awesome. So much seating area for this Republic Gunship. You'll notice on the top right here, they actually have another sticker piece. So let's actually just give you guys a little bit closer view of that. Nice job on Lego's part. I think it really does capture the look. And then back here, this is what's absolutely awesome. If you'll notice, they have a little speeder bike. So I thought that was phenomenal. You can throw a clone, whatever you want on there. I think that's absolutely awesome. Let's actually just show that off a little bit better to you guys. This is actually very similar to the one that came in the Droid Escape Pod back in 2012. So just good job on Lego's part. The other thing you'll notice is they actually have a gunner back here as well, or a blaster I should say, a turret. That's actually accurate to the film. They did have that back in the day. And just to show you guys what it kind of looks like from the back, you could actually make this another drop pad, which is absolutely fantastic. I just love this set so much. The other thing you'll notice too on the top right here is they have flick fire missiles. So let's just demonstrate how one of those works. Works not bad. No complaints there. It is what it is. It's a flick fire missile. However, I think it really works in this circumstance. If they were to put spring-loaded shooters on there, it would just be way bigger than it needs to be, or than it should be. You notice here they have also these nice big engines, very accurate to the way it looks like in Attack of the Clones. And last but not least, the last feature I wanted to mention about this is this has a carrying handle. So if you want to fly this around and kind of like play with it as a kid, or just carry it around and transport it easily, this thing's extremely sturdy. It's not going anywhere, and I'm super impressed by this Republic Gunship. I don't think at this scale they really could improve on it. I just think it's excellent. The only thing, the minifigs, maybe you could get a couple more clones, although the minifigs are so good. We're going to get into them. Anyways, that's the Republic Gunship. Let's now get into the minifigs. And here we have the first 3 minifigs. So just so you guys know, you do get 2 super battle droids. We're just going to look at one just because they are identical. But you have a normal clone trooper captain, super battle droid. Give you guys a 360 view of these guys. I love the figs in this set. Absolutely love them. Yeah, nice back torso printing. These clones don't have back face printing. In fact, we'll get into that, but they got these awesome looking Clone Wars style blasters. Now, if you guys watch Attack of the Clones, the blasters actually were very, very large. They downsized them in Revenge of the Sith. So I thought that was absolutely awesome that they kind of incorporated that. Let's actually just take off their helmets so you get some beautiful, fabulous, angry clone faces. Which, believe it or not, I think 2013 was the first year they used the angry clone face. So this was actually a new thing, which is interesting. Yeah, this was brand new. We've come to hate them as the years have gone by, but those were brand new faces back in the day. I love the captain. I love all his red highlights. And the fact that you can tell he's a captain based off his rank. He has those 4 little dots. So just awesome looking minifigs. Let's now take a look at the final 3. And these next 3 minifigs are just fantastic. On the far right, we have Obi-Wan. In the middle, we have Padme Amidala. And on the left, we have Anakin Skywalker, which is accurate to the film. He actually had a green lightsaber in that part, just because he was basically boring another Jedi's lightsaber. Very nice looking. I love the fact that she has claw marks on the back of her torso. So accurate, because she actually got attacked by one of those creatures in the arena. Actually, let's actually just show you guys older back face printing while we're back here. Anakin was not letting his hair off easily, but yeah, as you can see, kind of a happy, mildly happy face. Padme's just thrilled. And then Obi-Wan is not happy in this set. He's kind of like, he's indifferent. He doesn't know what to think. But anyways, nice looking back face printing. I love the fact that, you know, they're dual. This was actually a newer thing. They had been doing it for a couple years by the time this set came out. But yeah, let's now flip them around to the front. And now that they got their hair back on, let's take another look at the front of the minifigs. Just awesome looking. Padme maybe could have had leg printing, although she doesn't really need it, especially if you know what the outfit from episode 2. It is a more simpler outfit. With Anakin, however, nice leg printing, as well as Obi-Wan. I love the fact that he has a little braid incorporated into the torso. So just great job on Lego's part. Do quite like these minifigs. They just knocked him out of the park. And again, this is the only set that you can get Padme Amidala, you know, in her Attack of the Clones outfit when she's in the arena. So she's actually quite valuable and rare. But yeah, those are the minifigs. What we're now going to do is take a look at the movie pics and just, you know, models of the actual Republic Gunship, just to see how accurate this set really is. And here we have the first pic I thought we could take a look at. This is obviously from the Battle of Geonosis. And I have to say, Lego has knocked this set out of the park. We don't generally take a look at the back of a model. However, I think that they really got the angles and look of this gunship down. I can't really see any areas they could maybe improve on it. Just fantastic job all in all. The angles, the proportions all look perfect on this gunship. But let's actually take a look at the next pic, and this is actually quite interesting. It's another encyclopedia picture. And here it is. So as you guys can see, the gunship has a lot to it. Like, it is actually a relatively sizable ship. And I absolutely love taking a look at these encyclopedias, just because they just give us a little bit more depth to the actual, you know, gunship or whatever we're taking a look at. AT-ST, AT-AT, X-Wing, it doesn't matter. And as you guys can see, I used to think that the gunship was proportionate. However, like, it is proportionate, but I used to think that it was accurate to scale. It is not. If you take a look at those clones, it can fit a lot of clone troopers in it. So I'd say if they were probably to make this gunship actually perfect, it'd be like 1.5 times bigger than this gunship. I mean, we're getting pretty picky, but that's what I'm actually thinking, that the UCS one we have, or that's supposedly coming out in beginning of, or I believe May of 2021, I think that it actually might be perfect to scale. Anyways, I thought these pictures would really help out with the review. Again, I think that this Republic Gunship is fantastic. Lego really did, they gave it 100%. Anyways, let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, this model is phenomenal. I mean, looking at the movie pics and whatnot, you can really see how accurate it does look. I feel it is a little bit undersized. I think that the Republic Gunship is a little bit bigger than this, but with the UCS one coming out, maybe that one's going to be perfectly up to scale for you guys that really like Republic Gunships that are to scale, or, you know, vehicles, any vehicle for that matter. But all in all, this model is just fantastic. Great play features, great display ability. There's very little I think they could do to improve it. I just think it's all in all a fantastic model. I mean, I give it a 10 out of 10. I honestly, there's not one bad thing. I mean, yeah, there's flick fire missiles on the top, but can you imagine if those were spring-loaded shooters? They wouldn't be able to line them up like that. Like, it would look kind of wonky. It just wouldn't work. The mechanism would be way bigger. So I think in this circumstance, flick fire missiles actually work well. there's just nothing wrong with this set. But let me know what you guys think about this model, if you like it, if you don't, if you own it, if I'm possibly overrating it. I just think it's a really all in all great looking model. I think Lego just knocked it out of the park. And this one really makes me excited for the UCS one that we're getting in 2021. Yeah. Anyways, but again, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on this. It's a great set. It's one of the best Clone Wars sets. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. And yeah, click that bell if you want to be notified for any future Clone Wars reviews, comparisons we do on the channel. We basically do something Star Wars related every Tuesday. But yeah, that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.